Hello, team. Welcome to our weekly sales meeting. I hope everybody's having a great start to the week. We've got an amazing lineup, a lot of great stuff to talk about, and we're super excited to be here in the month of December, focused on growing as we head into 2024. So a couple things I want to hit on to get started is like growing in a shrinking market. This is something we've talked about since we started as a business back in 2020, in the second half of 2020. We've been in a situation where for 2022, and 2023, these have been shrinking markets. The overall mortgage volume in 2022 was significantly smaller than what it was in 2021. And in 2023, it's significantly smaller than it was in 2022. And we made the commitment to grow each year. Each quarter, we made that commitment. And over the course of last years, we've grown into a shrinking market. From 2022 to 2021, we grew by 400%. From 2022 to 2023, we grew by over 150% year over year. That's incredible growth in a market that's been shrinking exponentially and where all of our competitors are going backwards. So congratulations. It's a team effort. Every single loan matters. At the end of the year, we're going to finish with 6,000 funded units. We're going to be over $2 billion in overall funded volume. And we could not have got there without every single loan. So thank you for your contributions. Thank you for believing in the vision. And thank you for coming to work every day with the focus that we're going to get better every day. We know we haven't arrived. We know we haven't made it. We've got a lot of work to do. We've got a lot of things we got to still get better at in order to get to where we want to be. But we're going to do it. And that all starts with your buy-in, every team member on our team's buy-in, and us all working together towards that big picture vision of being the best company for consumers to get a mortgage through. So, congratulations. I want to thank you. Now let's talk about December, and let's talk about 2024 because we're not done yet, okay? We haven't made it. We're focused on, for the second year in a row, breaking December, okay? Last year in the month of December, we grew by more in that 1 month based upon the loan originators that joined UMortgage and the partnerships we developed going into the year than we did in any quarter last year. We're going to do the same thing this year. We expect, as a result of our efforts in this quarter, we're going to grow by $1 billion, $1.5 billion in overall funded volume. Now, how are we going to do that? Obviously, there's a recruiting element to it. But we're focused on recruiting our partners too. We're focused on recruiting, referral partners, real estate agents, all the things we did to have the Winners Win event, introduce Agent Connect. All of these things are part of us growing as a team and every single loan originator growing. So we can look forward to 2024 and know right away, rates are going to be a little bit better. So whatever your volume was in 2023, you can expect just based upon rate improvement next year that your volume is going to increase by 20 to 25%. That's just if rates improve a little bit, okay? So that's one thing you can look forward to. The second thing is applying the things that we've been doing. Level Up Sales Coaching has only been in play since July. And here we are in Q2, a lot of the LOs that got coaching for the first time, Q4, a lot of the LOs that got coaching for the first time through Level Up, we're seeing their numbers are up 25, 30, 40, 50% quarter over quarter. And these are supposed to be the slow months. So you start factoring in rate improvement. You start factoring in all the resources, the Agent Connect partnerships, the Level Up Sales Coaching, the marketing resources. You start factoring those things. All of a sudden, you go from being up 25% in 2024 to maybe you're up 50, 100% in 2024. So that's the opportunity. Now, who are you going to bring with you is the question. Who's going to be on the team? Who's going to be coming with you to grow? And that's where partnerships matter. That's where your real estate agent conversations today matter. Having those goal-setting meetings matter. When I'm sitting here talking to, last week I had a meeting with, Alec and Mike Alberico and Patrick Stoy and Ian Twaddle. We're talking about, hey, we want to grow. Let's put a plan together and let's hold each other accountable. So we left the meeting with action items. Hey, listen, each of us are going to do this over the next week on a daily basis. The goal is to have 10 appointments by the time we come and meet next week. And I already got my in by Monday. So I want to make sure, hey, if I'm the leader, I got to do my part to make sure that I'm leading our team by example. So get your 10 appointments in and have something to show for it. Now, when we meet this Thursday, we meet tomorrow, we're going to talk about, hey, who got their calls in? Who had the appointments? What got in the way of you not having those appointments? What got in the way of you having those calls? We're going to talk about it. It's accountability. It's partnership. And that's what we need to do with our real estate agent partners. It's like, hey, we're not going to talk about growing. That's for everybody else. We're going to be about growing. We've grown in a shrinking market. We're going to break December together while everybody else is taking off or everybody else is looking at this as I'm going to get ready for next year and take this month off. No. We're winning 2024 right now in the month of December. That's what breaking December is all about. So we're going to take it to another level. We're not going to slow down. We're going to focus on showing our partners what value is, showing them what accountability is, showing them what a partnership looks like, and how we're going to grow and get better together in 2024 as a team. I'm going to hand it off to Tyler, and I'll be back shortly.
Hey team, welcome to math class. Today we're talking about sales math and the 2024 goal worksheets. These were actually just sent out to your real estate agent partners if they attended the Level Up for Agents coaching session last week. They received an email with a beautiful worksheet to help them set their goals and calculate their activities needed to hit their annual goal. So LOs, you should be familiar with this worksheet and this concept already from your Level Up sessions earlier this semester. And I recommend that you reach out to your agents, make sure they receive the worksheet, and schedule a meeting to work through the worksheet with them. Make sure, number one, make sure they're doing their math correctly. And number two, guide them through the process, understand their goals, talk through it, and help hold each other accountable. So the worksheet's really easy. You talk about your annual goal, income goal, and then you talk about your number of closings needed by calculating that out based on your average commission rate and all these complex math formulas. It's really not that complex to calculate how much activities you need, how many closings you need, how many contracts you need, and how many meetings you have to set. So it really breaks it down to let them see their monthly and their annual picture of how much activities they need to do. So you as a LO, by having this meeting with the agent, you're starting to build and deepen that relationship by talking about your goals together, and then take it one step further. Make sure you're doing that monthly check-in and holding them accountable to their goals. And remember back in December when we talked about you want to hit this income goal and you had to do this many contracts, this many activities. Where are you at? Where are you tracking? So use that follow-up, hold them accountable. It's going to strengthen that relationship. And take it one step further, and don't just talk about the money and the dollars of the income goal. Talk about the vision and talk about what that means for them. So that's when it really gets deep, and that's when people really start to achieve their goals, is when they have that personal feeling and that emotion bought into it as well. So what does hitting that income goal mean for them? And write those things down. Does it mean they get to take their family on a Disney vacation for the first time ever? Or does it mean they get to buy a new car, or their child is turning 16 and they get to buy them their first car? Or maybe it's they get to invest in a rental property and they know the power of real estate, but if they could just save X amount next year, they'll be able to invest in their first property. So understand their goals and their vision behind that and write those things down so you can continue to deepen that relationship. Of course, if you haven't planned and set your 2024 goals yet, work through the worksheet yourself. Go back through those sales math numbers and calibrate where you are in your business today and know where you want to take it next year in 2024. And I know if you do these exercises, you set that clear vision, that target, you'll be able to hit your 2024 goals.
Hi, this is Ravi Patel, branch manager for UMortgage out of the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky market. Today's topic is borrower phone calls and optimizing those phone calls to create long-lasting relationships. Number one, how do I make my phone calls with my borrowers? Well, the initial phone call is to educate them on the pre-approval process, where to apply, what to expect after they apply, what documents are going to be needed based off their situation, things of that nature. That conversation will last anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Once I go over that process, my follow-up is sending an email, sending a text message with my information to start that application process, and then relaying that to my referral partners, letting them know that, hey, I spoke to your referral and they have the information they need to start that approval process. Then there's a follow-up system. If they don't apply that day, we need to reach back out within 24 hours, 48, 72. There's multiple touches. So that way we know that, hey, XYZ real estate agent, you sent us a lead. We're going to make sure that we at least get an application in. That's my initial conversation. Once the application is actually in, I rely on my LOA. I rely on my LOA to go ahead and dot the I's and cross the T's. They're going to call my client. They're going to go over income, assets, credit score, the credit report, what liabilities are on there, and make sure that they have a detailed 411 to provide me for my second phone call with that borrower. Now, the second phone call, extremely important. Most likely I'm having that phone call because either we can get the client pre-approved so I can talk about different loan programs, or I'm having to let them know that, hey, based off their debt to income ratio or their credit score, they do not qualify, and these are the things that they need to be doing. Well, if this client's going to be pre-approved, I want to educate them. I want to educate them on all the different loan products out there. I want to talk about buy down options, permanent buy down options, seller concessions, any loan program that makes sense for them. I want to educate them because I'd rather they come to me and text me instead of going online and finding information that's not beneficial for them. During this phone call, I am also making this conversation about them. I want to find out, hey, what's your favorite restaurant to eat at? What's your favorite drink to order at a bar? How many kids do you have? What's their birthdays? Do you have any pets? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite sports team? Everything about them. And the reason why is because that creates that experience for that client that, oh, Ravi actually took the time out to get to know about me and my family. At the same time, I also figure out what their objectives are. Why are they wanting to purchase in this market? What are their, concerns when it comes to interest rates? What does a future refinance looks like, right? This second conversation is probably going to be one of the longest conversations because you're going over so many details. You're going over loan program, payment options, and you're adding this extra tier of wanting to get to know them. So that way they trust you in one of the biggest purchases of their lives. So that second phone call, I would emphasize that you spend anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. If not, set up a Zoom call or a Teams call with that client, share your screen, let them see you, let them get to know you personally as well. Let them know that you have kids, or maybe your favorite restaurants is this, or maybe your favorite sport team is this, right? So the more they get to know you and vice versa, that's a relationship, right? That's a relationship that helps you when it comes to clients wanting to use you for their mortgage needs. Now, there's a follow-up system. Once they get under contract, that's a third phone conversation, right? Conversation about what does the numbers look like based off the conversation we had initially once we got you pre-approved. So once a client is under contract, those conversations only last 5 or 10 minutes because you've already went over the numbers. You went over their loan program that they're pre-approved for. They understand the ins and out because you've had these discussions before. You just have to explain them the process from now till closing, who's going to be in touch with them, which processor is going to be assigned to that file, and what to expect when it comes to appraisal, conditional approval, underwriting, things of that nature. Now, once the client is closed, it is your job and your referral partner's job to cater an experience for that individual person. And the way you cater that experience is all the information that you gain from the get-go, what their favorite sport team is, how many kids they have, if they have any pets. That way you can create a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year campaign to make sure that they're getting hand-delivered thank you cards or gifts during their birthdays or something during their kids' birthdays to make sure that they never forget the process that they had, the experience that they had with you as a mortgage consultant and as a real estate agent. My call to action for any loan officers out there is to get on the sales huddles at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with UMortgage. This is going to provide you tips and tricks on what other loan officers are doing to help them win in this market.
Hi everyone, this is Johnny Mercado with UMortgage, and I'm extremely excited to be part of this week's sales meeting. And this week I'm going to be sharing with you how I've found success with our weekend warrior competition and how you can find success doing the same exact thing. Now, as you know, it's extremely important for us as loan originators to stay in front of our realtor partners. Why? Because we want to show them that we're ready to work, and we want to show them that we're truly trying to build a relationship with them. And it's most important to do it, especially in a market like the one that we're experiencing right now. So if I'm not hosting an open house with a realtor partner, I like to make sure that I visit open houses throughout the weekend. Whether I'm visiting a real estate agent that I already know or I'm visiting a new agent, I usually like to take with me some flyers, or I like to offer to share their open house on my social media, which can technically help them get some more people in the door. So I like to do that on my weekends, right? So one of the ways that I like to prepare for these open houses is I check Zillow every Friday. On Zillow, I'm able to see what open houses are available for the weekend, whether that's a Friday visit, a Saturday visit, or a Sunday visit. I can also plan out my route. And this helps me save so much time because I'm able to do this on Friday and I know exactly what I'm going to do from what hour to what hour on Saturday and Sunday. right? So I like to do that. Another thing that I like to do is I like to reach out to a few of the agents that are on this list, and I like to offer, if they need co-branded flyers, or if they need open house flyers, whatever it is that they need, I like to help them set this up so that I can take one thing off of their plate. As you know, like I mentioned earlier, this real estate thing and, buying and selling homes is a team effort. So I like to make sure that I'm there to provide as much help to my real estate partners. Now, if I'm meeting a new real estate agent to establish a relationship, I like to take a few business cards with me, but I also take one thing that is very important, and that's a co-branded homebuyer booklet. In this booklet, it shares what the process is like to buy a home from A to Z. And this is something that's provided by our amazing marketing team here at UMortgage. And I'll usually take a booklet. And one thing that helps me start that conversation with a lot of agents that I don't know is that their information is already on there. So when they see it, they obviously appreciate it, and it helps us kind of break the ice. So this is one way that I like to prepare to meet with new agents. So as you know, some open houses can also be a little busy. So if they're busy, I like to just take a quick, 2 to 3 minutes to speak to them. And in those 2 to 3 minutes, I like to ask them questions about their business to figure out ways that I can be of value to them and see what ways that we can collaborate, whether that's hosting the next open house or hosting, an open house in the future, or that if that means that I can help them do a home tour, which I like to share on all my social media platforms. I make sure that I have that and I offer that to agents that I want to establish that relationship with. So if you want to show the rest that you're the best at this open house game, make sure that you join us this weekend on our Weekend Warrior competition. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Y'all be good now. Peace.
What is up, mortgage world? It's your boy, Sean Grapevine, reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. I am the director of Agent Direct. Or am I? We've got some exciting news about Agent Direct, and we just announced it in Agent Direct yesterday, and everybody is absolutely pumped about this. 10 months ago, I came to Anthony with this idea about Agent Direct. I said, let me create a tech-centered sales division where there's coaching on demand, biz dev is done for you, and everybody gets an inside loan officer to do your deals for you so that you can concentrate on building and exploding your pipeline. And he said that plan might just be crazy enough to work. And he let me get the ball rolling on that. And well, I am here to report that it is a success. Agent Direct has been a huge success over the last 10 months. And I have been very lucky and honored to run that sales division. However, I'm being replaced, and it's great news for literally everybody. I am more of a systems implementer, technologist kind of guy. I love setting things up. But at this point, a branch of 25 loan officers needs an actual branch manager or 2 branch managers. And that's exactly what Agent Direct is getting. In my stead, they're getting an actual sales manager and an actual branch manager who are going to help the loan officers there take it to the next level. They're going to help build the team to bigger and bigger scale. And they are going to really invest in the lives and the careers and the pipelines of the loan officers that are in Agent Direct now and that are going to be in Agent Direct over the coming years. Those 2 people are, drum roll please, Todd Bitter and Chad Catani. Todd Bitter is obviously, a monster among men. Been in the business for 28 years. He's funded over $1.5 billion in total purchase loans. Number 1 Arizona purchase loan officer for like half a decade. I mean, the guy is besides all of that is meaningless without the fact that he is willing to invest in any loan officer. I've never seen him turn down a meeting, never seen him turn down a lunch, never seen him turn down an investment in a loan officer who might not even be licensed yet. He's a really, really great guy who has never let his success go to his head. And he's a fantastic sales manager. His ability to relay tactics and really invest in the success of individuals is incredible. He'll be joined by Chad Catani, who becomes the sort of official branch manager at Agent Direct, he's helped build a $250 million brokerage. He's been in the business for 16 years. He's a 2-time AIM Impact Award winner. And as you may know, an all-around great guy. He outworks everybody and is willing to get into the weeds on, tough files, tough loans, tough situations, and get things done that nobody else can get done. So I'm super, super excited about the direction Agent Direct is going. It's been such a fun job getting it set up, implementing all the systems, putting the people in the right place, and thinking about the strategy. But I know it's in great hands going forward with Todd and Chad. And so you might be wondering now, Sean, what are you going to be doing with your day? Luxuriating in the sun on the beach, perhaps? No. In fact, not. Through Agent Direct and my involvement with Agent Connect, I've been lucky enough to work with our amazing tech team, obviously the marketing team, on really setting up an experience for loan officers that's best in class when it comes to your experience and your experience through technology. So I'll be spending a lot of time working on small, medium, and large technology projects that are sales led. That LOs indicate to us, branch managers indicate to us what they want, why it's valuable. We make sure that that is the case for a large percentage of the organization, and then we're going to set those projects into motion to build out some really fun customer journey experiences for you, for your real estate agents, and for your clients. So I'm super excited to work on that. You and I might be in contact about what you see as the next best thing for the organization, and making sure that we're not just siloing little solutions in your pipeline or in your branch or just with these people, but that when people have great ideas, those great ideas are turned into something we can all have access to, and that's maintained by us and grown and innovated on and implemented in a really sensible way. So really, really excited about that. Additionally, I'll be working with the marketing team and the rest of our sales leadership team to make sure that our daily sales huddles, that our weekly sales meetings, that any communication from UMortgage, which is all of us, to everybody else at UMortgage, that those communications are high value, that there are strong takeaways, that updates about projects are clearly defined, clearly disseminated, clearly sent in that where we're going, where we are, and what we want to do with our projects, with our communication. So I'm really excited to take this on, really excited to be working hand in hand with every single one of you to make sure that your voice is heard and that the voice of the organization is heard by you. So thank you so much to everybody who's made Agent Direct such a huge success. I've had so much support inside and outside Agent Direct, more outside than inside even. Branch managers looking on from the sidelines, people moving to Agent Direct because they see the value in it. People in management and leadership, the loan coordinators putting up with our craziness and our weird system. Ops people have been such a pleasure, so flexible, and it has been an amazing ride so far. I can't wait to see Agent Direct hit 100 LOs and $1 billion in funding in the coming months and years. So that's it. Thank you so much to everybody involved, and I'll hand it off to the next person.
Thank you very much, Sean Grapevine. Appreciate that. And big news, great updates, excited to get going here. So I want to talk about a couple things here before we wrap up. Number one, next Thursday, December 14th, Pat and Gade and I will be hosting our Loan Originators powered by UMortgage weekly meeting. Obviously, this is a meeting that we focus on recruiting loan officers, talking to loan officers that are joining the company. But it's also a great opportunity just to hear. You're going to hear from Pat and we're going to talk about our vision for military lending. We're going to talk about why the number 89 overall LO in the country for overall production joined UMortgage, number one VA LO in the country, joined UMortgage, what his vision is to be here, what the longer term plans are to grow here as a team. So great opportunity for any loan originators that you may know to learn about UMortgage. Also great opportunity to just hear a little bit more about the vision. So that's next Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern time. Please encourage anybody that you think would be a great fit for UMortgage. Obviously, we're looking for alignment, we're looking for culture fits, and we're looking for people that want to grow with us as a team. So that's next Thursday. Last thing I want to talk about as a takeaway and a CTA for today's meeting is the concept, and this is a mindset situation where it's, are you in the mindset of today is day one, or today is one day you're going to get to your goals? And this is a thing that I constantly see is people undervalue time, and people don't understand how precious time is and how important it is to attack time, attack your day, attack your goals, take today as day one towards your goals. A lot of times you're talking to people, it's like, one day I'm going to be a top producer. One day I'm going to, hire an assistant. One day I'm going to build my business. One day I'm going to do this. It's a lot of that mindset. Okay. Today, every single day for me is day one. Okay. Today's the day that we are building towards our goals, and we reset tomorrow. We bring the same enthusiasm, the same urgency, the same intensity, the same passion every single day, like it's day one. And because of that, we've grown exponentially in a hard market. We've grown, like we talked about earlier, 400% year over year from 2021 to 2022. 200%, 150, 175% from 2022 to 2023. And we're going to do it again next year, okay? And it gets harder to double the bigger you get, okay? That's a bigger accomplishment. It takes a lot more work, regardless of market conditions. So we're going to do it because day one was yesterday and day one's today. We're working on it every single day. Once I leave this meeting, I have another meeting with somebody that's coming here to help us grow, help us get better, help us build better technology. And that's every single day, all day long. So the decision you have to make is one day are you going to start working on your goals? Or one day are you going to get there? Or is today day one? Just because it's 11:30 a.m. Eastern time or 8:30 a.m. Eastern Pacific time doesn't mean this day's gone. Start now. Start right now. Today is day one of me becoming the LO I want to become, of me becoming the person I want to become, of me becoming the leader I want to become. Make today day one. That's my call to action. Thank you for attending the weekly sales meeting. Have a great rest of the day and talk to you soon.